Imagine waking up to thousands of strangers accusing you of running an online army. Every ping on your phone is another message, another accusation that you've been paying people to attack a rival. That's exactly what Hailey Bieber is facing right now. Social media is convinced she's secretly funding trolls to target Selena Gomez, and the story has exploded so quickly that it's hard to tell what's fact and what's fiction. It all started with a viral TikTok from a creator named Courtney. She claimed Hailey liked a shady post mocking Selena and her fiancé Benny Blanco's interview magazine cover shoot, specifically a photo where Selena's feet rested on Benny's face. Courtney argued that Hailey's like wasn't innocent, but proof she was laughing along with the trolls. That one accusation was enough to spark a wildfire. Hailey's team denied it immediately, calling the story completely fabricated. But once the screenshots and theories began spreading, denial wasn't enough. Fans started digging through old posts, pulling up past likes, cryptic captions, even background music choices, trying to prove a pattern of shade. To Selena's fans, this was just the latest chapter in what they see as Hailey's obsession. The irony? Both Hailey and Selena have begged their fans to stop fueling the hate. Selena has publicly asked her supporters to quit sending death threats. Hailey has spoken out about the constant negativity, and yet, here we are again, their names tangled up in the same feud. But this accusation cuts deeper, because if fans believe Hailey isn't just shading, but actually paying people to harass Selena, it damages her entire image. Rhode, her skincare brand, depends on being likable and relatable. If she looks jealous and manipulative, that's not just gossip, it's bad business. Selena, meanwhile, is once again cast as the victim. Fans flood her comments with love and support. But even she pays a price. Every headline about this feud takes the spotlight away from her acting, her music, her billion-dollar rare beauty brand, pulling her right back into the triangle she's been trying to leave behind for years. Fans are divided. Some believe the receipts, swearing Hailey's guilty. Others say screenshots can be fake, likes can be accidental, and this is all overblown. But the feud feeds itself. A rumor goes viral, media outlets amplify it, fan armies jump in, and suddenly, one alleged like turns into a full-blown scandal. The impact is real. Hailey risks losing brand deals. Selena risks emotional exhaustion. And Justin Bieber? He's dragged into it whether he speaks or stays silent. Some say he should defend Hailey more. Others think his silence means he's still hung up on Selena. Whatever he does, it's never enough to stop the speculation. Creators profit, gossip pages thrive, and both women become unwilling content machines for a never-ending cycle. Selena's silence keeps the suspense alive. Hailey's every move gets twisted into proof, and fans keep the battle raging because clicks, views, and drama never sleep. The possible outcomes? Hailey could fight back legally. Selena could once again step in and beg for peace. Or both could say nothing and let the storm keep growing. But behind the scenes, the toll is obvious. Imagine being called manipulative every day. Imagine having your name tied to hate campaigns you never asked for. That's the reality of fame for both of them, and that's why this story won't fade anytime soon. Whether it's true or not, almost doesn't matter anymore. The gossip machine is running, and Hailey and Selena are stuck inside it. As the drama spirals, the fan communities themselves have become the real battlefield. Selena's supporters scour through Hailey's history, pulling up every cryptic post, every suspicious like, every lyric coincidence, and framing it as part of a bigger obsession. Meanwhile, Hailey's defenders strike back just as hard, claiming Selena's fanbase is manipulating the narrative to overshadow Hailey's growing success with her brand. And that's where things get even darker. Because this isn't just gossip anymore, it's a full-blown online war. TikTok creators pump out video after video, YouTubers rack up millions of views dissecting screenshots, and gossip blogs are writing headlines by the hour. The more outrageous the claim, the faster it spreads. And while fans argue endlessly in the comments, it's the platforms themselves that win, profiting off the chaos and turning Hailey and Selena into fuel for an economy of endless drama. What's worse is how this cycle changes the way people see them. Hailey isn't just a model or brand owner anymore. She's painted as the villain in a story that may not even be true. Selena isn't just a singer and actress. She's forever cast as the wounded survivor of a rivalry she never asked for. And Justin? He becomes the silent ghost that hovers over everything, fueling speculation with every non-reaction. The result? A triangle that refuses to die. A feud that feels less like reality and more like a never-ending TV show where the audience won't stop tuning in. And the scariest part? Neither Hailey nor Selena has real control over it anymore. So what happens now? That's the million-dollar question fans can't stop asking. Hailey is caught in a lose-lose situation. If she speaks out directly, people will say she's being defensive and drawing more attention to the scandal. If she stays silent, critics will spin it as proof that the accusations must be true. Even her past words about online bullying are being re-examined, with fans calling her statements hypocritical in light of the current claims. Selena, on the other hand, holds all the power without lifting a finger. If she stays quiet, her silence fuels the narrative that she's rising above the drama. But if she so much as drops a cryptic Instagram story or sings a lyric that feels even slightly pointed, the internet will explode with fresh theories and endless breakdowns. Her every move now carries the weight of millions of interpretations, whether she intends it or not. And then there's Justin. Every time Hailey is dragged into Selena-related drama, all eyes turn to him. Is he supporting his wife behind closed doors, or is his silence another sign of distance? Some fans even claim his lack of public defense shows he still hasn't fully let go of Selena. No matter what he does or doesn't do, his name becomes another layer of speculation, keeping the triangle alive. Behind all the noise, one thing is undeniable. This isn't just about a single like on Instagram anymore. It's about reputation, business, and survival in the brutal world of celebrity culture. The stakes are higher than ever, and the next move from any of them, Hailey, Selena, or Justin, could flip the entire narrative upside down. When it comes to Hailey and Selena, this isn't just personal anymore. It's business. Both women run multi-million-dollar empires that rely heavily on public perception. Hailey's skincare brand, Rhode, has exploded in sales since its launch, often selling out products within hours. But brands thrive on relatability and trust. If the public starts believing she's orchestrating online harassment, that trust crumbles fast. Investors and partners don't want controversy. They want clean, marketable images. Selena faces a different but equally heavy risk. Rare beauty has become more than just makeup. It's built around the message of self-love, kindness, and mental health awareness. Every time Selena's name is dragged into ugly feuds, that image of peace and positivity takes a hit. Instead of headlines about her expanding rare beauty or producing hit shows, the focus shifts back to Justin, Hailey, and endless comparisons she's worked years to escape. And this is where the fan wars become more than just noise. The louder they get, the more they influence mainstream media. What starts on TikTok and Twitter quickly snowballs into gossip site headlines, then into morning talk shows, and eventually into investor boardrooms. For Hailey, that could mean losing partnerships. For Selena, it could mean the exhaustion of carrying a brand that's constantly forced to defend her from drama she doesn't even start. Both women are essentially fighting battles they never officially signed up for. The irony? Neither of them publicly feeds into this feud, yet their businesses, reputations, and futures are being shaped by it every single day. And then there's Justin Bieber, the unspoken third pillar in this never-ending drama. Even when he says nothing, his name gets dragged into every headline. Fans dissect his silence just as much as they dissect Hailey's smiles or Selena's captions. To some, his refusal to publicly defend Hailey looks like distance, maybe even quiet disapproval. To others, it's loyalty, proof that he's protecting her by staying out of the storm. But silence has consequences. Every day Justin doesn't speak up, speculation grows louder. Some believe he secretly sympathizes with Selena, that he can't fully let go of their past. Others argue he's simply exhausted, tired of being forced into a narrative that never seems to end. Whatever the truth, his absence in the conversation leaves space for fans to write their own stories. And those stories often make the situation worse. Career-wise, Justin walks a tightrope. His music has always been tied to his personal life. Heartbreak, redemption, love, regret. Fans expect honesty from him in his songs, which means this drama could easily spill into his art whether he likes it or not. If he releases new music, every lyric will be dissected as either a message to Hailey, a memory of Selena, or a hidden clue about what's really happening. That kind of attention keeps him in the headlines, but it also overshadows his actual artistry. The weight on Justin is bigger than just marriage or music. He's the link between two massive fan bases, two powerful women, and two global brands. And no matter how hard he tries to disappear into silence, the world keeps turning its head back to him, waiting for a single word, a single post, or a single lyric that might break the stalemate. For Selena Gomez, This entire situation feels like déjà vu. No matter how far she tries to move forward, through music, acting, producing, and building Rare Beauty into one of the biggest celebrity brands in the world, her name always gets pulled back into the same cycle. To fans, she's become the default victim in this narrative, the one people rush to defend whenever Hailey stumbles or Justin goes silent. But being seen as the victim isn't always a blessing. For Selena, it means her accomplishments constantly get overshadowed by drama she didn't ask for. Every interview about her projects eventually circles back to questions about Justin or Hailey. Every Instagram caption is dissected for hidden shade. Even moments of joy, like her engagement to Benny Blanco, get twisted into comparisons and proof of unfinished business. Selena herself has spoken out against this before. She's told fans to stop sending death threats, beg them to focus on kindness, and emphasize that she doesn't hold hate toward Hailey. Yet, her words often go ignored. Fans project their own battles onto her, turning her into a symbol of survival and heartbreak whether she wants it or not. And while her silence sometimes earns her praise for being graceful, it also fuels speculation. Because when Selena doesn't speak, fans fill in the blanks with their own theories. In the end, Selena is caught in a trap she never built. She wants to be seen for her art, her activism, her resilience. But the internet keeps tying her identity back to a love story that ended years ago. And that constant pull backward makes it harder for her to fully escape the shadow of Justin and Hailey, even as she continues to thrive in every other aspect of her life. At this point, it's clear the real engine behind the Selena-Hailey narrative isn't just the celebrities themselves, it's the fans. Online communities across TikTok, Twitter, X, Reddit, and Instagram have turned this rivalry into their own endless soap opera. Every like, every follow, every glance in a paparazzi photo gets magnified, clipped, slowed down, and repackaged as evidence. These aren't casual fans anymore. They operate like digital detectives or digital armies. Some scour Hailey's Instagram for any trace of shade, while others dedicate entire accounts to protecting Selena from perceived attacks. They trade screenshots, compare timestamps, and create viral threads that rack up millions of views in hours. But what many forget is that this cycle feeds itself. A TikTok theory leads to a Twitter storm. That storm gets picked up by gossip blogs. The blogs push it out to a wider audience, which brings more casual fans into the speculation. And before long, something as small as a rumored like becomes international news. The loyalty of these fan bases is powerful, but it's also destructive. Instead of focusing on music, business, or fashion, entire communities dedicate themselves to keeping this rivalry alive. They don't just react to drama. They create it, fuel it, and refuse to let it end. And that's why, even years after Justin and Selena's breakup, and years into Justin and Hailey's marriage, the story continues to dominate headlines. At the end of the day, what started as whispers about a single like has snowballed into yet another global spectacle. Hailey Bieber is accused of orchestrating smear campaigns. Selena Gomez is once again pulled into a narrative she's tried to move beyond. And Justin Bieber is caught in the middle, silent, yet always a part of the conversation. What this drama really shows is the dangerous power of perception in the age of social media. A rumor, a screenshot, a fan theory, any of it can spiral into a full-blown storm that shapes careers, brands, and personal lives. For Hailey and Selena, this isn't just about headlines. It's about living under a microscope where privacy doesn't exist, and every move becomes public property. The truth may never be fully known, but one thing is certain: the world won't stop watching, dissecting, and speculating. So what do you think? Is Hailey being unfairly dragged? Or is there more truth to these accusations than her team admits? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you found this breakdown eye-opening, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the stories the internet can't stop talking about.